Hello Hike users, we hope you're all well and having a great start to February. Got some really exciting news to share with you. We've been working on this in the background now for many months. We've just released our brand new Hike SEO Academy within the platform. This is really exciting. The Hike SEO tool, through our actions, and the strategy, it really enables you to do SEO if you've never done it before. But what we found is that some of our customers were saying they'd actually like to learn SEO just a little bit deeper, have a more fundamental understanding, so they can upskill themselves or their team members, but also so they can use the platform better and understand why the platform's making certain recommendations and actually build a better strategy. So we listened to this and we're like, let's create an academy. And the academy itself is going to teach people the fundamentals of SEO. So you'll have this knowledge forever. And, if you use other SEO software or other SEO companies in the future, you will always have this knowledge. But also the academy is going to help you to use Hike more efficiently. So it's going to teach you how to apply that knowledge within the Hike platform and to the feature sets we have. So you get more value and get better SEO results. So let me take you through it. So you access the academy. Up here, you'll see a button that says Academy. Now, if you click this Get Started button, it's going to scroll you down to all of our courses. So at the moment, there are 4 courses in the Academy. We've got How Google Works, SEO Fundamentals, SEO Strategy, and then Backlinks. And as we mentioned here, we've got more coming soon. So if you guys have got any particular courses or any areas that you think aren't covered in enough detail here and you want us to tackle them, please drop us an email message in and we'll try to work that into our content calendar. But let me show you how it works. So let's say you want to get started with how Google works. So you can see here, this is about going back to the basics and really understanding how Google operates, how it crawls and indexes websites, which is such a key thing to know when you start SEO. So if you click on this, what happens for you is this will take you through to the course. And once it loads, let me show you what it looks like. So on the left-hand side here, you'll see all of the different lessons within this course. So there's an introduction. There's a lesson on googlebot, crawling and indexing, what Google sees, 2 parts to that, the SERPs, search engine results page, and then at the end there's a quiz. Now what happens is, you'll come here and you'll follow the courses. Now each one is a video. So you can see the introduction, you've got a video here on the right. Now once you've watched this video, it will mark it as complete and it will move you down to the next video. Let's say we move down to the googlebot lesson and the video is how does googlebot work. Now what's really clever about this actually is, let's say you get halfway through a video and it's the end of the working day or you get pulled onto something else. When you come back into the course, it will remember exactly where you were and it will remember what modules you've completed. And if you've completed them, watch them to the end, you'll see a green tick saying complete. You'll have a video module for every single lesson that we have here. So you can work your way through them. Now within those video modules, they're going to be teaching you the fundamentals of SEO, teaching you the knowledge that you need, but there'll also be little actions in there. So it'll ask you to go away and maybe make use of something that you've just learned or actually apply it to your website or a competitor's website. So we really want it to be engaging and actually get you to not just listen and watch and intake it, but we know the majority of people learn by actually doing, right? I mean, that's the whole point of Hike, is to actually get in there and do stuff. So that's what's going to be through the videos. But at the end of every module, at the end of every course, you're going to get this little quiz time, which is where you can test your knowledge. Now, there are going to be 2 PDFs for you to download. There's going to be the questions. So what I want everyone to do is to download the questions, print them off, or answer them on the computer, in a PDF editor. And then after that, you can download the answers. And then you can check yourself and go, okay, well, how did I get on? Or you might be doing it for a team member. How did they get on? Did they answer these correctly? Have they actually learned it? Do they have to go back and watch the module again? Watch the whole course again. So, we're covering a lot of areas. So let me go back to the Academy home. There's lots of different areas that we cover. We cover how Google works, which is the really fundamentals of SEO in terms of how Google crawls and indexes. Then we do the SEO fundamentals, learning what are all the elements people talk about. What does metadata mean? What are redirects? What's canonical? What are H1s? What does keyword count mean? All of these these terms that you need to know, like a glossary almost. Then you've got the SEO strategy, how to build the best possible SEO strategy. You've got all the features in Hike to do this, and you need to do this, for any SEO campaign you ever build. This is going to teach you from scratch how to think properly when you're building an SEO strategy. Then you've got backlinks. Talks about anything and everything around backlinks. What backlinks are, the history of backlinks, how to identify good and bad backlinks, how to audit and clean up bad backlinks, how to build new backlinks moving forwards. So it really does cover everything there. Some of the modules that we're going to work on, we're going to do a Google Search Console module. I think that needs to go into more detail, and maybe some other areas as well. But again, any recommendations you've got. Now, if you're an agency user, so if you're a regular user, you don't need to watch past this point. If you're an agency user, this is also available to you and all your users as well, right? So one thing you'll notice is that there's no Hike branding on here at all. In all of the videos, in all of the material, there's no Hike in there. So what this means is you can now actually give your users access, especially those who are white labeling the platform. You can give your users access to it and give them access to this academy. So it's, just for us guys, as it will be for you, it'll be a sales and a retention technique to really improve people's knowledge of SEO and to get them using the platform and just to skill them up, really. I think that's really the goal of this, to improve everyone's ability in SEO. So this is something that you can now give to your users at no extra cost, completely free of charge for all agency users. One thing that's really, really important is that it's determined on a user level. So if you go over to your users page, and let's say you add a new user, within that, and you get to the permissions section, you'll be able to select whether they have access to the permissions or not. What's really important to know though, and this is really important, is all the previous users you've added will automatically have it accessible. So if you don't want anyone to have it, you need to go back into their account and remove their permission for that section. But yeah, that's everything. I hope you guys enjoy it. Any feedback be more than welcome, and I hope this is going to improve everyone's SEO knowledge and SEO performance and get higher up in the Google rankings. All right, have a great February, everyone. Bye-bye.